Recording is on.
Recording is
Ha!
I can
That
see
was I was just gonna start it and then go do the dishes and I was gonna play a track and then when it was done I was gonna come back. Yeah, that was like that happened last week too, or sometime recently. Maybe it was last week or 2 weeks ago. But I pressed the button and then I think it was Sam that just appeared right when I pressed the button. So, well, welcome, Mark. It's been a while. How are you?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm
Your audio is working, so
yeah. I'm just trying some new equipment. I think
nice.
there's somehow too much reverb.
Well, it sounds fine on my end, but
for me it makes me crazy with this reverb on my.
Yeah.
Well, it's better.
I have no insight into what it sounds like to you, so other than your verbal representation of it. Well, as have you watched the videos? I know you came a while back, but I don't know if you've come since we started playing videos. Have you?
No. So
yes.
how does it work? I've picked a few songs. I have a few videos with me.
So we limit, not a hard cutoff, and no one has any way to check on this because it doesn't show unless they like go look the video up on YouTube. But we try to limit the videos to 5 minutes. That way, just like everybody gets, more turns at playing songs. If it's like 5 minutes and 5 seconds, no one's gonna care about that.
So no what
was that?
No poop tracks.
Yeah. I've got so like this. I'm gonna be playing a track from Mr. Bitterness and the Guilty Pleasures, not their new album, because I didn't see any videos on. They're probably just not on YouTube. But literally all of the tracks, and it's only 6 tracks, but literally all the tracks other than one are over 5 minutes. So just to make life easy, I'm just going to play the one that is not over 5 minutes. But yeah, not a rule so much as a limitation of the software, is that everything has to come from YouTube. Mm-hmm. And over in the very far bottom right of the interface, you will see a more actions, like 3 dots.
Yep.
And then you pull that up. And one incredibly terrible thing about the UI is that the share and stop YouTube video buttons are right below the stop recording. So on more than one occasion, we have accidentally stopped the recording. That's not the end of the world. We can just restart the recording. Yeah. But it is kind of annoying. And the worst part is that once you have shared a YouTube video, mm-hmm. then that button turns to stop. Actually, maybe it changes to remove. Maybe I'm wrong. I was thinking if they both said stop right beside each other, then that makes it even worse. But actually, I don't know if it says stop. You are stopping the YouTube video, but it might say remove. I think it says stop sharing YouTube video though. That's what I think it says. So we'll find out. Why don't I go ahead and play this track that I mentioned, this Mr. Bitterness track, and actually know what album this comes off of, which it comes from the Songs from the Surveillance Age. And this is Riot. And then we can chat a bit more if you have questions after this is played through. Oh, actually, before I share that, one thing that you will see in the lower left, so the furthest part away. Hey, Al, I'm assuming it's Al. I saw an A.
Somebody.
Yep.
Nice.
What up there, guys?
Yeah.
Hey. All right. So I was just telling Mark how this works, and so. Down in the lower left, you will have a open close chat. Another one of my beefs with this UI is that the open close chat and the share your screen icons look quite similar.
Yep.
So anyway, during the video, we often we chat about various things in the chat. Sadly, the chat doesn't get recorded. So if you want to be involved in the chat, you got to show up. I mean, people can always do the whole YouTube comment thing as well, but that has not proved to be a fruitful means of conversation. Yeah. So what I am going to do is play this track that I said I was going to before I realized that Mark didn't know about the chat. Another thing you'll find out is that the UI on like for mobile is pretty terrible, and I just don't use it because it's so terrible. But but this is Riot by Mr. Bitterness and the Guilty Pleasures.
It's a fun one.
All right.
Yeah.
They Caleb didn't hear it. Actually, Caleb knows this because they're in his region. Well, he may not have put two and two together, but that is not off that band's recent album because I couldn't find that on YouTube. But that was Mr. Bitterness and the Guilty Pleasures, which I sent you their new. I don't know if it's EP. I think it's got like 6 tracks, but anyway, their new release from a couple couple days ago. So, which I quite enjoyed, the new one as well. So, for some reason, it's not released on Block Sonic. I don't know what's going on with that. But because Mike, the head at Block Sonic, he did. He and some of the Block Sonics folks have a company called TDX that does like mastering and various things, including artwork. And TDX did, at the very least, the graphic design and artwork for the cover and stuff. I don't know if they did the mastering and stuff. So I have no idea why that it's not released on Block Sonic. He must be trying to. The thought is like, okay, maybe you're trying to like do something more commercial with that, but it was still released under a Creative Commons license. So I don't know. My guess is he just wanted to get it out and didn't want to wait for Mike's schedule. So that is that. So Mark, the one thing we didn't talk about before, and I'll probably think of other things, is there's no like set rotation, but we do just sort of like cycle through. Whoever's got one ready to go, sometimes people come with them ready to go. Sometimes people don't. But since you are new, and newish, and since I know that you have some videos, because you told me that, why don't you go next, Mark?
Okay. Question is where to start. I should start with the.
No problem, Kip.
With something that is a bit more unusual for you guys. That's not your language.
That's fine.
Come on. Do not show. Okay, sounds.
I was writing music though this morning.
Oh, so nice.
I lost track of time because I was enjoying what I was doing.
So I have a track of a German band actually. It's kind of like 80s pop.
Nice.
Different.
Cool.
Just
All right.
enjoy.
Du schickst dir eine Aubergine als Zeichen deiner Liebe. Du fandest dich sehr nett, doch der Chat ist plötzlich weg. Weil das bisher nicht so klappt, haben wir uns grad gefragt, kann man dir helfen aus der Not? Premium-Accounts im Angebot. Sag mir, wie du heißt und ich sag dir, wann du scheißt, wen du dann auf Tinder likest und dass sie sehr gerne reist. Das ist alles sehr intim, doch du musst auch uns verstehen. Würden wir es nicht weitergeben, würden wir nicht überleben. Du wolltest Sonntag früh ins Berghain, 2 Stunden Schlange, du kamst nicht rein. Mittwoch warst du dann beim Arzt, zum 7. Mal in diesem Jahr. Du hast ein Fahrrad und kein Auto, Konto, High-Class, Pose, Ghetto. Pinke Dogs findest du krass, unsere Werbepartner mögen das. Sag mir, wie du heißt und ich sag dir, wann du scheißt, wen du dann auf Tinder likest und dass sie sehr gerne reist. Das ist alles sehr intim, doch du musst auch uns verstehen. Würden wir es nicht weitergeben, würden wir nicht überleben. Sag mir, wie du heißt und ich sag dir, wann du scheißt, wen du dann auf Tinder likest und dass sie sehr gerne reist. Das ist alles sehr intim, doch du musst auch uns verstehen. Würden wir es nicht weitergeben, würden wir nicht überleben. Auf OkCupid schreibst du Kinky, trotz Christ mit Lieblingsgenre Indie. Du liest Fichte und Max Frisch, schreibst deine Bio als Gedicht. Dein Handy lag für alle Fälle beim Plenum in der Mikrowelle. Standortzugriff, vielen Dank. Das kommt in die Datenbank. Sag mir, wie du heißt und ich sag dir, wann du scheißt, wen du dann auf Tinder likest und dass sie sehr gerne reist. Das ist alles sehr intim, doch du musst auch uns verstehen. Würden
So we can unmute ourselves, but what you have to do, Mark, is you have to go in here and press that stop YouTube video. It doesn't end on its own, which is another one of those UI things that I'm not super stoked about. But
Then we move.
this does allow people to join without having to have an account. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good. So, and it lets people know that Jitsi is a thing that exists in case they, want to set up their own server and stuff.
Mhm.
So sweet. I quite like that. Anything you would like to say about that band or track?
A band from Berlin called System Absurd, and the song is actually a play with like the words data is basically the translation. So
Sorry.
Daten in German. So data dates data, and it's like all about those fancy apps that you need to get a relationship and how much you're actually sharing about your life and everything on the internet.
Nice. All right, so Caleb's got dogs and Al's got phone calls. Who's ready to go?
I'm ready.
It's
I
real life.
have one. So.
What was that, Caleb?
I have one ready to go.
All right, let's hear it.
I don't know if it's my turn. I'm not sure what the turn.
Well,
is
that's why it's we're going diagonally from my view. I don't know if everybody has the whole same Brady
view.
Bunch view that I have, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, hold on. A correct YouTube link. All right, just a second. My YouTube link not correct enough. Just a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I don't
Maybe
think
skipped a character or something.
I don't know what happened, but hold on.
Let's say we could just let
the
Al...
highlighting is like so light I can barely see that it's highlighted at all. So hold on a second.
Well, yeah. Why don't? Oh, okay. You got it. Great.
I got it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to listen to him yet, so I was taking the opportunity to listen.
Nice.
I bought the album. I just haven't had the chance to hear everything.
Well, I know a bit about this album, but since it was your track, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about it?
Oh, well, this guy, and I've seen a few people that did this over the last year. he released or he made a music that he published every day of the last year.
Okay.
So it was a pretty ambitious project, I think. But I've seen a few people do it, so it different. I don't know. We ought to have a. We ought to. I don't know. It'd be interesting to gather up the people that did this, and then have a throwdown. Like who did have the most productive year? I don't know.
It would be an interesting category to add.
I don't think we should add it as a category. I just think it'd be funny to do.
Yeah, I think it'd be hard to do.
Track those people down for one.
Yeah. All right, Al. Last but not least.
Alrighty here.
Cool track.
Derpa.
Nice. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed all 4 of the tracks so far. Of course, I picked one of them. So that's why I told Sam, because Sam said he wasn't feeling great. So I hope you feel better, Sam. But we were 2 tracks in, and I was like, I think it's going to be a good video to watch. So I really enjoyed the first 2 tracks. And I'm like, well, I did pick one of them. So. Yeah. So anything? You said that you knew of that band, or maybe you were saying, Mark, that you just liked what you heard. I don't know.
No, I just liked what I heard. I did not.
Okay. Fair enough. Anything you would like to say about that artist? Looks like maybe a one man band from what I'm.
Yeah, it's one guy out of Minnesota, and yeah, he actually had it's pretty new actually. Want to say the video itself like last month or something.
You cut off for just a second, but I think we got most of what you said. The video. The video's
heard
new.
him. He didn't cut off for me.
Oh, fair enough.
So, yeah. Just
Me, he did. But it's fine.
Yeah, just like very briefly, but yeah, cool.
I like the riffs.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure I check them out since they're from Minnesota. Or since
Already on his Bandcamp page.
All right.
Is CC.
Was that?
Not everything is CC.
Yeah. Just some of the albums are CC.
Yeah, the most of the stuff is CC, but there is one album from October last year where some tracks seem to be on the CC.
Oh, yeah. So it's only some tracks that aren't CC.
Or this way, yeah. It depends on.
Yeah, because I know what sometimes happens is that a band will do a cover, and then they can't really have that as a CC license, so they'll change the on the because Bandcamp, unlike some, and I'm saying this mostly for anybody watching, but for if any of you guys are not aware, on Bandcamp you can license per track rather than per album, which is nice.
Oh, wow.
because in that case, I mean, it's kind of annoying for us as for the 3 of us that are judges, because it just says some rights reserved, and it might just be one track on a 20 album, 20 track album that's CC, and then it gives that some rights reserved. But I think what's more often is that you see that on compilations that different tracks have different licenses, and then with the covers you see that a fair amount. But like on like Jamendo and some other platforms, you can't change it per. Or Jamendo may have changed this, so I don't. But it used to be that there was only album licensing, which was pretty annoying. So
yeah, usually bands who want something similar on Jamendo like they do on Bandcamp, and they just don't release those tracks, which are
yeah.
Quite often you go there, see a band that releases on Jamendo. You look on Bandcamp, it's a 20-track album. On Jamendo, it's then 6-track album or something.
Yeah, that's
quite often the case.
All right, so this is a track that I have liked for quite a while. This says it was uploaded to YouTube in 2015, but the track is from like probably 10 years older than that, but certainly like at least 5 years older than that. And David Rovix was one of my 10 artists this week, and this one I'm going to play. It's not really about St. Patrick's Day, but it does mention St. Patrick, and since St. Patrick's Day is in 4 days, I figured now was a great time to play this track. This is the St. Patrick Battalion by David Rovix.
My name is John Riley. I'll have your ear only a while. I left my dear home in Ireland. It was death, starvation, or exile. When I got to America, It was my duty to go, enter the army and slog across Texas to join in the war against Mexico. And it was there in the pueblos and hillsides that I saw the mistake I had made. Part of a conquering army with the morals of a bayonet blade. And there amidst all these poor dying Catholics, screaming children, the burning stench of it all, myself and 200 Irishmen decided to rise to the call. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied, so we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. March beneath the green flag of St. Patrick, emblazoned with Erin Goldrath, bright with the harp and the shamrock and Libertad por la República. Just 50 years after Wolf Tone, 5,000 miles away, the Yanks called us a legion of strangers, and they can talk as they may. But from Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied, so we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We fought them in Matamoros, where their volunteers were reaping the nuns. In Monterrey and Cerro Gordo, we fought on as Ireland's sons. We were the red-headed fighters for freedom amidst these brown-skinned women and men. Side by side we fought against tyranny, and I dare say we'd do it again. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied, so we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. Churubusco was the last. Overwhelmed by the cannons from Boston, we fell after each mortar blast. Most of us died on that hillside at the service of the Mexican state. So far from our occupied homeland, we were heroes and victims of fate. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied, so we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. From Dublin City to San Diego, we witnessed freedom denied, so we formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side. We formed the St. Patrick Battalion and we fought on the Mexican side.
All right. Yeah, so it's not like a super fun St. Patrick's Day song or anything, but I saw it. And
We have warnings over here in Dublin. Don't go for any St. Patrick's Day celebration. You will be fined this year very hard. So, no St. Patrick's Day this year.
you're muted, Caleb. I think you were trying to talk there.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 90 shilling. Is that a good beer?
Caleb. It's the greatest beer ever.
Okay, cool. I'll try it out. Yeah, 90 shilling. I'll find it.
They don't have any good beer recommendations for you. I like stouts, but I don't really drink too much.
Me
'cause I
too,
have like a
but
throat condition. But
yeah, I go for the stouts, but in the summertime, I don't know. It seems like too heavy of a beer, really. But
yeah,
anyway.
it's a
It's like a full meal.
Yeah, that's yeah. Mm. Yeah,
Have 4 of
I've
them
been
and you're done.
I've been feeling like Lagavulin, but like I'm on a beer budget currently, so that's where I'm at. So
Are you on Untapped?
on tap? What do you mean?
Yeah, this social media app for beers. You know,
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not on that.
yeah, it's kind of like Strava for beers, isn't it? You like get accomplishments
exactly.
and like
Yeah, accomplishments on your way to alcoholism. That's awesome.
Yeah, just for drinking like different types of IPAs or like whatever. You know, it's kind of fun.
That's awesome. Are you on it?
Yeah, I'm on it since years already.
That's excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm German, so we grow up with beer.
Yeah, right. You're right.
I
so
had the first shop selling alcohol when I was 14, actually.
Yeah. So fun fact: most people think that the drinking age in the U.S. is 21, and that is true if your definition of drinking is purchasing. However, in the state of Wisconsin, it is legal for individuals under the age of 21 to drink as long as they are with their parents.
Oh, no kidding.
Same in Germany.
Yeah.
You can drink when you're 16 in Germany. You can do drinks like normal alcohol and then hard alcohol after above 30%. You have to wait until you're 18. But 16-year-old can buy as much beer as he wants, 24 hours a day.
The whole 21 age thing is because of the federal road system. And basically the U.S. government said, well, you're not getting any road money if you don't make the drinking age 21. Those are the rules. And for a long time, I don't know how long, but Wisconsin held out for several years. And finally, this was sort of like the way that they were able to get their federal money, but still not like really make the drinking age 21. They sort of reached an agreement. So, as far as I'm aware, no other state has rules like that.
One.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I know they were the last state to approve the federal rules in that respect. So.
I mean, technically in Germany, if your father goes with you to the pub, then you can, even as a 12-year-old, you can have a glass of whiskey. It's no problem.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think
that's the parents say it's fine, then it's fine.
So I don't know. I mean, Wisconsin is not very. Wisconsin's like I can bike to Wisconsin, pretty easily. But I don't know what the details of the rules are as far as like if it's beer or whiskey. But I think that there's no limitations on any alcohol consumption. I mean, it's kind of on you if you're trying to give your 2-year-old, whiskey or whatever. I mean, at some point, like Department of Human Services or whatever is like somebody's going to take your kid away at some point, but I don't think there are any like hard rules about that as far as I'm aware. So I'm gonna let while we're talking about this, I've got something to share that's slightly relevant, but I can bring it up after it's a little off topic after Mark plays the next track.
Okay, I have a brand new track. It's just 2 days old.
Oh wow!
Nice.
First time.
Fresh off the
I heard it
press.
the first time a few months already ago because the song was played on Rhino's show. Because the artist actually came to Rhino's house and played live over there, and
Wow!
there's a recording from that. But now there's a video from this song. So 2 days old. I'm gonna share it now. So here we go.
I can't change this feeling, babe, like all the times you slipped away. But I won't go, 'cause I'm in love. For better or worse, I'm holding hope. So tear me down where we can show you I am still your man. I swear it's true, the things I do. Well, don't you feel it too? Don't you ever wonder what it is that I believe? Why you're tearing my heart and killing my dreams? I've been holding these thoughts like the kid in me. I'm a fool, I'm afraid of all that I've seen. I can't change this feeling, babe, like all the time you slipped away. But I won't go, 'cause I'm in love. For better or worse, I'm holding hope. So tear me down where we can show you I am still your man. I swear it's true, the things I do. Well, don't you feel it too? Biding my time, and still you won't concede. All these sentimental thoughts you're starting to believe. While it's filling my head, draining my soul. I'm afraid of the ways you always let go. I can't change the feeling, babe, like all the time you slipped away. But I won't go, 'cause I'm in love. For better or worse, I'm holding hope. So tear me down where we can show you I am still your man. I swear it's true, the things I do. But don't you feel it too? I don't wanna live like this. I'm dying, doing what I can. I swear I'm trying. I don't wanna live like this. I'm dying, doing what I can. I swear I'm trying. I can't change this feeling, babe, like all the time you slipped away. But I won't go, 'cause I'm in love. For better or worse, I'm holding hope. So tear me down where we can show you I am still your man. I swear it's true, the things I do. Don't you feel it too? Don't you feel it too? Don't you feel it?
What the heck? He's like jumping in on his ex-girlfriend's dates. That's weird.
Yeah. I gotta. That'd be kind of weird, hanging out with the chick in the car, and then all of a sudden the ex-boyfriend is dancing on top of your car.
In clown makeup that looks like John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
That probably bring things to an end real quick.
Oh no.
But already gotta go ahead and throw this other one up here. Or I guess before I Well, no, I guess you already talked a little bit about
I
how.
thought the video was really great, though. It's pretty.
No, it was
like
wonderfully shot for sure.
Yeah, yeah. The video quality was really great. I just thought the clown guy was a creeper.
He was very.
All right,
cool.
here, this is a video from another band out of Minnesota. This band Depot Tech.
That was internet gold in my book. That's great. they really choreographed that with the music fantastically well.
Yeah, they did.
Like, oh my
Years in
god.
advance. Years in advance. That's even
Yeah. Yeah, right. I mean, it's great. I was into that.
wow.
That could be a wake up song for the getting up in the morning before I've had my coffee. Good. Gotta throw some, I'm gonna go on another heavy viper, but I gotta say that last video was so good. I don't think I could come up with something very quickly that would be better than that. That was a really good one. Really kind of that's going to go down in my list for a possible best video of the coming year. Like, this is really good.
Nice. Well, so the question is, when was it released? But
yeah.
That one was this year.
Oh, good.
Nice. So yeah,
or let me change that. The video was this year, but the album is older.
Oh, okay. Can you link that in the message thingy? I like that.
I'll link them both here.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I think that's fine as far as the video category. I don't know that we have like an official rule for that, but
yeah, it was killer.
Makes sense to me. I mean, it's not uncommon for in the Creative Commons scene for people to make videos like, sometime after an album release. I mean, that's not uncommon in like any world where like the singles come out staggered at like long after the album has been out. So yeah. All right.
Is this time slot working better for everyone? I like this time. It seems like more people are showing. That's great.
Yeah. So Potsy I don't know if it's just going to be him. It sounds like he might move. He had to this time slot. He had kept that early time slot going so that Victor could come, but Victor hasn't come the last couple of weeks. It seems like.
Wait. I totally forgot about that. I thought you had said Potsy was just going to be looking at coming through. So the earlier time was still going too then?
Yeah, Potsy's been doing the earlier time. Yeah, you could if you want to talk to Potsy about keeping that. I can get you his email address.
Yeah, I got his email address. I'll hit him up. Like last week, I just totally blanked out, but today I very specifically didn't even attempt to show up at the earlier time because I was like, oh, it's all the new 3 time.
Yeah, so I mean, Potsy had said that originally, and then I think it was pointed out by various people, myself included, but I think you did as well, Al, that that wasn't really going to work for Victor. So, yeah, I don't know. But the other wrinkle into this is that 3 of us that are in the U.S., we're going to change time tonight/tomorrow morning.
Tonight?
Well, the 14th, literally tomorrow morning, but March 14th. So next week, everybody's going to be shifted away from so but then Europe and everybody who didn't change
anymore. So it's always like 1 or 2 weeks difference.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And Australia does it different dates than even Europe does. So it's just messed up for a while until mid-April or something. I mean, and you just have to look. So, I mean, luckily from the perspective of times that we don't have people in a lot of different countries. Yeah. But one thing that I will need to do if we continue. Do you have more tracks to play, Caleb?
I've got one more track to play, but
okay. What about
I don't
Mark?
have to. I could or could not, whatever you want to do.
I can play more. I have a backlog.
So I think Caleb, you know this for sure. Al probably does as well. Mark, not sure if you do, But one of the limitations of the free account on the the jit.si server that we're using for Jitsi is that the recordings can only be an hour long.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stop the recording and then just start it. But it's super annoying when that happens in the middle of a track. So I always try to like give us a couple minutes buffer to just stop it. So
how much more time do we have then?